Welcome, Eastern Sierra. I'm Jesse Steele, and this is Eastern Sierra Now news for Tuesday, May 12th. Today is National Limerick Day, which means somewhere out there someone is trying to rhyme Mammoth Lakes Public Works Department with intermittent lane closure. I wish them nothing but luck. Coming up today, we've got a wildfire safety tax credit bill moving forward in Sacramento, major clean transportation and solar projects from the Bishop Paiute Tribe, new arts and culture developments in Mammoth Lakes, Bishop pool passes, road work around Manzanar and Independence, LADWP closure reminders, Bronco sports, and your community calendar. Today's Eastern Sierra Now newscast is sponsored by the committee to elect Dana Crome Inyo County Superior Court Judge. Dana Crome is running for Inyo County Superior Court Judge with a focus on competent, fair, and impartial justice for everyone in Inyo County. With more than 35 years of legal experience across criminal and civil law, strong community ties, and a record of leadership and professionalism, Dana Crome says she is committed to restoring confidence and stability to the local court system. Learn more at electdanacromejudge.com. Ad paid for by the committee to elect Dana Crome Superior Court Judge 2026. All right, let's get into it. Here's what's happening around the Eastern Sierra. Senator Marie Alvarado Gill announced that SB 1084, the Fire Safe Home Tax Credits Act, advanced unanimously out of the Senate Revenue and Taxation Committee. SB 1084 is a cornerstone of the Wildfire Risk Reduction and Insurance Affordability Bill package. It creates a targeted tax credit that makes proven wildfire prevention measures affordable for homeowners in high fire risk areas. Eligible residents can claim a credit equal to 50% of qualified out-of-pocket costs. Costs are capped at $1,000 in high fire hazard severity zones and $2,000 in very high fire hazard severity zones per year for structural home hardening, such as fire-resistant roofing, ember-resistant vents, and other ignition-resistant upgrades. Also available, $500 per year for defensible space vegetation management, brush clearing, and landscaping that creates a fire-safe buffer around the home. SB 1084's advancement is a victory for public safety in rural California, said Senator Marie Alvarado Gill. This tax credit makes home hardening and defensible space more affordable for families in Senate District 4, helping them protect their homes and loved ones from wildfire. Prevention saves lives and money. For families in rural Senate District 4, where wooded neighborhoods and small communities face persistent wildfire danger, the bill eases the financial barrier that has kept many homeowners from taking simple life-saving steps. These measures have been shown to dramatically increase a home's chance of surviving a wildfire, reducing property loss, protecting lives, and easing the strain on emergency responders. By shifting resources toward prevention instead of costly emergency response and rebuilding, SB 1084 strengthens public safety while protecting taxpayers statewide. The bill now moves forward to the Appropriations Committee with strong momentum. The Bishop Paiute Tribe recently received a voucher grant from the Clean Mobility Options Voucher Pilot Program to implement the tribe's Nuumu Mobility project, which will provide clean electric transport to tribal students and elders to access needed educational and community services. The program will be operated by the Bishop Paiute Tribe and offers safe and clean transportation for students, providing shuttles for after-school tutoring services at the Bishop Paiute Tribe Indian Education Center, an additional school bus for preschool students accessing Bishop Indian Head Start Preschool, and a passenger vehicle for tribal elders services. The tribal project restores or adds to existing fleets that previously used internal combustion engine vehicles. Electric vehicles have the potential to receive energy from renewable sources such as solar. Adding electric vehicle infrastructure to tribal fleets moves the tribe closer to meeting tribal energy and climate goals. The tribe has partnered with the nearby Big Pine Tribe that has a similar project. The tribe is also celebrating the installation of 29 kilowatt DC rooftop solar system, part of the tribe's continuing sustainable energy plan, which seeks to improve energy efficiency for reservation residents by adding renewable energy resources. The project was installed in part with funding from the California Solar on Multifamily Affordable Housing, the SOMAH program, at the tribe's Arrowhead Trails apartment. A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held at the facility at 10 a.m. on April 18th. The project is the second SOMA program incentivized installation to be completed within a tribal reservation Recreation and the state. The solar installation will provide significant energy savings for the 14 households in the Arrowhead Trails apartment. The completion of the Arrowhead Trails apartment solar project underscores the Bishop Paiute Tribe's continued leadership in advancing clean energy solutions that directly benefit tribal residents. As the tribe moves forward with its long-term renewable energy goals, the installation stands as another important investment in affordability, sustainability, and community resilience. The Town of Mammoth Lakes is recruiting for an arts culture manager responsible for the overall administration, operation, and management of the new Dave and Roma McCoy's Arts and Cultural Center. Developed in partnership with the Mammoth Lakes Foundation, the new Performing Arts Center will honor the legacy of Dave and Roma McCoy with their enduring vision for a culturally rich and connected community. The manager will lead a high-performing team, develop partnerships with local arts and culture organizations, and position the venue as the premier regional hub for performing arts in the Eastern Sierra. Visit the town's job page for additional information and to apply. Calling all local musicians, Mammoth Lakes Recreation is looking for artists to perform during Acoustic Happy Hour at this year's Arts on the 4th Festival. Set against the backdrop of the festival from July 2nd through the 5th, these sets bring a laid-back soundtrack to the afternoon, live music, great atmosphere, and a steady flow of visitors. If you're a solo artist, duo, or small acoustic group based in Mammoth Lakes or the Eastern Sierra, they'd love to hear from you. Send them an email at info@artsonthefourth, 4th, that is, not spelled out, .com to apply and get the process started. First come, first served, and limited spots are available. Hey, Eastern Sierra. Quick question. Do you like staying informed without refreshing Facebook like every 12 seconds and that stupid algorithm moves things and you can't ever find it? You know, it's like a slot machine. Yeah, us too. That's why Eastern Sierra now has a shiny, super convenient mobile app. Breaking news? Yeah, it's there. Weather? There. Local events? Also there. Pretty much everything except someone reminding you to drink water. We're working on that feature. And if you're the kind of person who loves getting important info delivered like a digital pizza, then hop on our email subscription list. We'll send the latest stories, updates, and happenings straight to your inbox. No spam, just news. And maybe the occasional dad joke if we can't help ourselves. Now, business owners, lean in for this part. Did you know Eastern Sierra now is the place to advertise? Whether you want your brand in front of our growing audience or you need someone to manage your social media because yours hasn't been updated since the last solar eclipse. Look, we've got you, okay? We help local businesses get seen, get clicks, and actually connect with the community. Because no offense, but that blurry photo of your storefront from 2018, it's not doing the heavy lifting that you think it is. So download the app, join the email list, and if you're a business ready to level up, reach out and let ESN make you look good. Really good. Eastern Sierra now, local news, local voices, and yes, we'll even remind you when there's free food at community events. 2026 passes to the Bishop City Pool are now available. Choose the pass that fits your summer plans. Concessions pass, $25, includes $25 value for food and drinks. Fitness pass, that's $100, 20 entries for lap, swim, or water aerobics. Family pass, $80, 18 for a child or adult public swim entries. Child pass, $50, 10 child public swim entries. Adult pass, $40, 5 adult public swim entries. Any unused funds or entries will remain on your pass until used. Passes purchased online will be printed into a hard copy pass at your first pool visit. Please note the pool now accepts card payments and pool passes only. Cash is no longer accepted at the pool. Cash and check payments for passes and program registration can still be made at City Hall. We may be in the midst of a fickle spring, but summer is calling with warmer temperatures that will be here before we know it. The Mammoth Lakes Public Works Department is ready to roll with an ambitious list of projects in its capital improvements plan for 2026 and beyond. The new town hall is receiving its finishing touches and is expected to open in the late summer of 2026. Construction on a new multi-use path along the western side of Minaret Road from Old Mammoth Road to Main Street will begin in the next few weeks and should be completed in late summer. Construction continues on the Dave and Roma McCoy Arts and Cultural Center. Staff will be presented the proposed facility operating plan at this week's Town Council meeting Wednesday. Townwide road striping will also begin in the next few weeks, when temperatures allow. The project consists of removing existing striping and painting new striping throughout town. The road maintenance and slurry program will begin soon as well. This is year 2 of a 5-year program to treat every road in town. This year's scheduled neighborhood is the slopes. Plus, fencing and signage projects, the beautification of Old Mammoth Road, improvement as the Community Recreation Center ice rink, and site work in preparation for a new maintenance hangar at the airport. Not to mention forward-thinking work on the 2028 program advancing designs for housing projects, new multi-use paths, maintenance projects, and new restrooms. Hey! Busy is the name of the game, and they look forward to sharing their progress with you. The Manzanar Pavement Project began construction yesterday in and around the town of Independence. This program will repave 44 lane miles of pavement on US 395 from approximately 2.5 miles south of the Manzanar National Historic Site Visitor Center through the town of Independence to 0.3 miles north of Fish Hatchery Road near Fort Independence Reservation. Northbound traffic on US 395 will switch to the inside southbound lane using a temporary crossover approximately 2 miles south of the Manzanar National Historic Site beginning May 18th. Crews will be working to ensure access to Manzanar remains open, but it will be important to travel cautiously as typical access may involve detours and map apps may be inaccurate. Though work is scheduled only during weekdays, lane closures and detours will be in place throughout the week. And some road closure reminders from LADWP. North Landing Road north of Crowley Lake Reservoir remains closed to vehicles due to high lake levels. LADWP will not be reopening the gate at the Greater Sage Grouse closure this year. At this time, like in previous years, the lake levels are too high and have been deemed unsafe for vehicles. The closure will be lifted once lake levels drop. As of March 2026, Roston Canal Road in Bishop will be closed for an estimated 3 to 6 months to address needed emergency repairs for a new, more resilient culvert crossing to improve public safety and access. The closure extends from East Line Street at the north end, just north of Buckley Pond 1 during this period. Additional signage will be installed to direct motorists and pedestrians to alternate routes and access points. For everyone's safety, all vehicle and pedestrian access is prohibited during this period. Please follow posted signs and respect any gate closures in place. Crews are working as quickly and safely as possible to complete the needed repairs. On Eastern Sierra Now's Just a Minute election coverage program, we sat down with Trina Orrell, incumbent Inyo County Supervisor for District 1. How do you ensure your decisions reflect the needs of the entire community?
First and foremost, I make sure that I'm informed, and I make sure that I'm well informed. And what that means is reading every piece of information that's put in front of me, reading emails, and listening to constituents and what their concerns are. It means having the patience to listen to constituents and colleagues, to administrators, to ensure that I'm gathering as much information as I possibly can to inform my decision-making process. And at the core of every single decision, it has to be the well-being of my constituents.
Sports coverage on Eastern Sierra Now is brought to you by Copper Top Barbecue in Big Pine. Family owned, family run, and serving up backyard style barbecue on a big scale since 2013. Copper Top is the kind of place where the smoke does the marketing, the tri-tip does the talking, and your lunch plans suddenly become the best part of your day. Big thanks to Copper Top Barbecue for helping bring you sports on Eastern Sierra Now. Go to coppertopbarbecue.com. Now let's get into sports. Bronco baseball and softball were on the road to Cal City on Friday. Varsity baseball defeated Cal City 7-0. The team had 11 hits on 33 at-bats and 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 3 strikeouts, and stolen 3 bases. Pitching struck out 6 batters. JV baseball also got the win 14-7. The team had 9 hits on 20 at-bats with 2 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 strikeout, and stole 8 bases. Pitching struck out 11 batters. Varsity softball, they took a loss, unfortunately, 12-3. Sadie Mears started for the Broncos, going 1 inning, allowing 5 runs on 2 hits, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitch, and 1 strikeout, and only 2 earned runs. Ginger Loudon came in relief and pitched 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 1 walk, and 4 hit batters. Offensively, Avery McGraw was 2 for 4. Katia Ferrero was 1 for 3. Ellie Boyd 1 for 3 with a double, 1 hit by pitch, 2 stolen bases, and 1 run scored. And Tanner Ludwig was 1 for 4 with a double, 1 run scored. Cambry Lamphere was 1 for 4 with 1 run scored. Brady Momberg was 1 for 1 with 1 stolen base and 2 runs batted in. Bishop finishes the league in 3rd place. Congratulations. The Sierra Nevada Aquatic Research Laboratory seminar series continues tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. with a presentation on golden mussels. The free seminar will be held at the Snarl Facilities Page Center in Mammoth. Young people are encouraged to attend, and well-behaved children, they're welcome to. Bishop Union High School's Bronco Athletics will be hosting a signing day at the Gus Klekish Gym on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. The event celebrates college-bound student athletes. In partnership with Inyo and Mono counties, Southern California Edison is hosting a wildfire safety community meeting on Thursday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Inyo County Consolidated Office Building in Bishop. Public safety, power shutoffs, wildfire mitigation plans, emergency preparedness, customer resources, and more will be discussed. Amaka will hold their reoccurring food drive at the St. Joseph Church in Mammoth Lakes Friday 3 to 4. You can sign up for the free event at amaka.net and even designate someone to pick up your food if you are unable to. The Bishop Ultras Trail Run Series will be held at Mill Pond Recreation Area on Saturday from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. All net proceeds benefit the Eastern Sierra Youth Outdoor Program and Inyo County Search and Rescue. Visit bishopultras.com for more information. The 4th annual Eastern Sierra Wildfire Resilience Month continues with the Mammoth Community Cleanup and Sustainability Fair at the Community Recreation Center on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Free green waste disposal will be available, along with wildfire task force resources and a barbecue. Eastern Sierra Land Trust is hosting a pollinator garden-inspired tour on Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. The self-guided tour is free, and maps and itineraries are available at the ESLT office in Bishop. Coffee will also be provided. And Mule Days returns to Bishop next week. Events as Tri-County Fair run from May 19th through the 24th, with the Main Street Parade on Saturday, May 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's your Eastern Sierra Now news update for Tuesday, May 12th. Thanks so much for listening and for making us part of your day as we keep you connected to what's happening across Inyo and Mono counties. And thank you again to the committee to elect Dana Crome, Inyo County Superior Court Judge, for sponsoring today's Eastern Sierra Now newscast. You can catch Eastern Sierra Now news on KIBS KBOV every weekday at 7 a.m., noon, and 5. And if you want news any other time of the day, head to easternsierranow.com, download the Eastern Sierra Now mobile app, follow us on social media for up-to-the-minute local updates, and like and subscribe on YouTube for video news, interviews, entertainment, local programs like Just a Minute. I'm Jesse Steele with Eastern Sierra Now. Have a great day, keep it local, watch for road work, and remember, I tried to end this with a limerick, but Appropriations Committee really ruined the meter. It's like orange. Yeah, I got nothing.